Hey, we're finally here. Technical difficulties, but it wasn't me this time. It was Facebook. So, even though I posted I'm not doing a video, I'm doing a video anyway. Because I really like my idea tonight. And I thought about it. It's so themed to what's happening here in Ontario, Canada, is we're having an election. And I'm like, I want to make an election thingy. I know it sounds kind of silly, but it's what I'm in the mood for. Alright, I'm just gonna try not to get too wet here. I'm really gonna have to get more water in the bucket. Because it's like, I know Elaine, I'm not sure if she's jumped on here yet. It's like I messaged her, I emailed her, I'm like, I don't think I'm doing a video tonight. It's like, oh well. And then suddenly Facebook's working. It's like, oh well. I even checked upstairs with my spouse. I'm like, hey, is it working on your end? Like, I don't know, is it a me thing or is it everybody thing? Because I don't know what's going on. Alrighty, so here we go. We have a theme for tonight, an idea, and I'm going for it. And this was just a quick scramble to go find my supplies. Let me get crafting here, get organized, because we're doing this anyway. My phone's in place. Alright. So my idea is election themed. It's not quite full on card. I just kind of want to do a election feel craft for the sake of doing it. So I have here a piece of white cardstock. It is 5 1/4 by 4, which is fine. So I want to cut a 1/4 inch less with black. Just gotta find a piece of black here. I should have something here. And actually, it's occurred to me I'm gonna need another white piece anyway. So 5 by, checking my sizing here. So 5 by 3 3/4. That should be a 1/4 inch less. It is. But I'm going to need another piece of paper. I got to get some white. Oh my goodness. There's the sneezies now. Okay. So then I got to find white again. I'm going to use the same white. That way it makes more sense. Because if I use a different white, it's just going to look like a jigsaw puzzle. Alright. So then for this, I'm already going to chop. Actually. So I got to do like 3 1/2. By 4 3/4 for the next bit. And this is just an idea that's literally running in my head on a possible craft for the night. Just something to go with the theme. Sometimes it's fun to make something somewhat whimsical. Or just of interest. Alright. So we got the two colors. We got white, black, and then white. It's not full on card. It's just, you know, making a thing. And then I pulled out these stamps because these are kind of in my mood. Not quite sure which ones I'm going to do yet. But we're getting there. And then I wanted this yellow paper. And I think these 2 yellow pieces are going to do just fine. Because anytime I've seen election stuff, I'm seeing like a yellow X all the time. So I'm like, I kind of want this to really do up a election themed little mini craft. Which is kind of silly, but it's what's on my head tonight. So far good. Almost like a voting card I'm kind of going for tonight. You know? But we gotta decorate it, which we will. But yeah, I'm in a voting card mood. It still sounds silly to me, but I'm like, that's what I'm going with. Alright, so I'm gonna use items from Making Plans. This is from Celebration a long time ago. Hey Elaine, thanks for jumping in after all this unknown technical difficulties. So I'm just looking at what's here. What do I feel like using? I don't know yet. There's some great stamps in here, actually. I haven't really used much. I believe this stamp set came from a bundle where you could get like a whole calendar, booklet thing, notebooks, because hey, I love my notebooks. So I'm thinking of pulling that just right off. That'll make stuff a lot easier. And then I want the little grid stamp here. And then actually I want two stamps. I want the grid stamp and I want the lineage one. Actually, I'll do that one separately. That'll be easier. All right, so and my ink of choice for tonight is going to be black. So I kind of want to make a collage on here of all whatever. So I'm just going to give this a quick rub because I have not used that stamp before. Get my little voting card going. I don't know why it's a voting card, but I guess it is. So nothing fancy, just, you know, whatever. Something like that. Might as well kind of complete it. There we go. Looks kind of funky on screen though. So that is a really small stamp. I just realized now. Would have preferred something bigger. And then we're gonna use that little one. And just kind of fill in with my collage. Kind of smudge that little, but that's okay. Alright, there's that going on. Okay, this stamp is Making Plans. This is from Celebration from years ago. A couple years ago. It was a bundle that at the time was a joint promotion only. So if somebody joined during Celebration at that time, they had the opportunity to get this stamp set, a couple notebooks, a calendar book, and everything. And at some point, it became available for demonstrators to order. So I definitely did because I love notebooks. So that's where this stamp set came from. It's really great for doing like calendar stuff or notes and to-do lists, like hence the whole title, Making Plans. So, all right, I'll just put that there. So I'm just gonna let this sit for a moment because I'm just trying to think how I want to do this because I feel like it needs some more stuff happening because it doesn't feel like a voting card right now. But we're getting there. All right, now this is where my ideas, you know, fizzled out into what do I do next? Do I do anything from this stamp set? Do I do anything from this? This is from Let's Create Together. This is a stamp set I use quite frequently. The whole Love What You Do is a common one. Just looking at what's for your order, all the things, keep track of, look at the words, wish list, to do, check all the boxes. Ooh, check all the boxes. Suddenly that one's calling to me. All right, let's do it. This is going to be a fun little project. And I still got to figure out what's going to go on top with the X. I don't know yet. I don't really do political. Just tonight I do. Alright. So check all the boxes. Why not? Just put a couple. And then let's do some other ones. What else do we have here? We got all the things, wish list. For your order making stuff lists, the Stampin' Up! Name, I'll use the word stuff. That could be fun. I gotta find it. I see it now. On this day. Oh, that would be a good one. On this day. Alright, and then I gotta use the word stuff. Maybe lists would be a good one. There's stuff. I gotta fix it because it's not on very well. Alright. I didn't rub it, but that's okay. Stuff, stuff, and stuff. There we go, kind of neat. It's gonna be a weird looking collage when we're done. Alright, I'm gonna add lists when I find it. Okay, and that's that one. We gotta add some arrows. Oh, I got a lot of ink on here too. Let me clean that. That's when I get a little enthusiastic stamping. So lists. So I'm kind of doing things in threes. Mostly. There we go. Let's do some of the symbols. So definitely let's get some arrow in there. Get more ink on there. And just kind of do arrows all around. So we got 4. And then let's give a 5th. There we go. Well, let me fix that. Kind of try to go over it. There we go. Somewhat fix it. That's kind of neat. So I'm going to pause for a moment and then just look at how this looks overall and see, am I getting closer to, I don't know, a weird concept. So election day's tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'll be on video because thank you Canada Post. My voting card finally showed up like Monday, so I haven't been able to pick it up yet at the address that it's shipped to. So I'll have to get that somehow. And where I'm voting is not totally down this way, so I don't know if I'll be on video tomorrow. Now I got this. Now for some reason that yellow needs something. I'm just trying to think. I'm getting an idea. Or maybe the yellow doesn't need anything. Now I'm kind of stuck. Oh, there's a smaller arrow. I just realized that now. Oh my god, there's a small arrow. Okay, we're going to use it. I'm going to stamp on these, which might look a little weird. And there's just a whole bunch of little arrows on here. I might get ink all over myself, but that's okay. And this kind of style I'm doing tonight kind of reminds me of how my earlier stamping was. Because I love making pictures and cards just out of using basic paper and just stamps. And kind of come up with a design. So this is kind of fun tonight, actually. To kind of do that again. Because sometimes I'll come up with an entire picture just based on one set of stamps. That's kind of cute. I kind of really like that. Just to give it a focus even more. Now, I'm going to do it again on this one. Which is still silly, but that's okay. I feel like I just got ink on my hand some more. I probably did. But yeah, it was yesterday, I think, I started thinking about this idea of doing like an election card or something. And I'm like, it's a neat idea. It's different. Hey, Evelyn. I can see you peeking from the shadows there. Tomorrow's an election here, so I figure do an election card. Or election panel or something. There we go. So there is my bizarre looking concept. That's gonna be weird. Alright, so then assembly, because I think I've more or less reached my point on where I'm going with all this. I think it's kind of neat. Okay. So I'm gonna glue, or adhesive glue, whichever, onto that, onto the black cardstock. And sometimes it's just fun to take some stamps and just play around with a weird idea. I really like it. This might turn into something, you never know. I might, come up with an idea, another date and time that actually works with this thing. And I could always throw this onto a card if I really, really wanted to. Actually, I'm going to do a technique I haven't done in a while. So I only put dimensionals in 4 corners, and then take your adhesive and put some in the middle. And I will explain shortly why you do both. I haven't done this in a while. I used to do this a lot, and I got away from it. So let me get my dimensional cups off, and I will explain why there's adhesive in the middle. Alright, so flip over, stick it onto my white card base. I then make sure I press in the center. By doing that, it creates a bowed effect. So the corners are sticking out, but the center is bowed in as an interesting way. You can't really see it very well, but I swear it is a really neat technique to work with the cards. So I really love the idea, and I'm like, I'm doing it tonight. So the corners are more sticking out, the center's more flat. Sometimes it just really looks really cool when you do it that way. Alright, so then we've got our little X that I'm going to put on with dimensionals. So the first one is going to get 3 dimensionals. The second one only 2 for the overlap. And then that will be my little voter card. But yeah, I do wonder if a lot of people have difficulty voting. Like, I mean, it's not. Yes, people can vote. There is ways of still voting without a voter card, but however, it does make it more confusing. It's like, where do I go? What do I do? Da da da. So I'm just gonna try to line this up pretty half decent. There we go. And then grab the last one and put one dimensional on each end. And then there is our cute little voting card. I really like how it turned out, actually. There we go. There's my neat little voting card. Cute, eh? I really like it. It's different. It's unique. But it's something to play with. You know, there we go. Just a nice, neat little craft. You know, check the boxes, stuff on this day. Can't read half the writing now, but still, cutesy. Anyway, yep. Yeah, my parents already voted today, apparently. I'm like, oh, okay. So, but yeah, I gotta get on it tomorrow. Make my vote tomorrow. See what happens. So, alright, with that, friends, I'm gonna go. That's it for tonight's little fun little craft. Nice little voting card. It's silly, but it's what was on my mind. Alright. Bye, everyone. Have a good night. Yeah, it is different. So, fun fact. Not really fun fact. The opinion, I guess. So, I forget which year it was. Go. I think it was during COVID or something. I can't remember. I went to vote, and this the place where I'm voting tomorrow. This is the same place. I don't remember which election it was. Doesn't matter. So I go to vote. This is when I have my old car. So this is going back like probably a good some years ago. So I go in and I vote and I come out and I get in my car and I'm still in the parking lot for a moment. And a car in front of me backs into me. And I'm like, what? And I almost start yelling at the guy. It's like, what the heck, dude? Because I look at his car. His car's all scratched to crap and everything. It's like, yeah, I can tell your driving style, dude. There was no actual damage. It was just like a bump. It was like a kiss kind of thing. When one car touches another. But it was still like, I'll remember that. Every year when I'm voting, I'm like, I hope I don't get backed into again. And it's like the sad part is like, I was sitting right in my car when the guy backed into me. It's like, dude, what the heck? Anyway, with that, friends, we'll see you soon. Bye for now.